Welcome to this episode of Rewind, the highlight drag racing show where we check out everything around drag racing from past events. In this episode, we're checking out the top 20 pro modified runs from around different organizations in drag racing. That means PDRA, NMCA, NMRA, etc. We're going to be looking at record-setting passes, fast side-by-side racing, and other actions such as crashes and interesting passes from around different events. And the first category that we're going to be looking at is close calls, crashes, and other action. We're going to start off with the NMCA All-American Nationals in 2018 at Summit Motorsports Park. The driver in this one that we want to look at is Kyle Megginson. He's in the closest lane in his black Pro Mod Camaro. The chutes come out early in the run, and he still wins. Let's check out the action.
Kyle Megginson was on a lap. He still goes 382 with the chutes pulled at 330 feet.
For this next clip, we're going to be checking out the East Coast Nationals from 2017 at Galot Motorsports Park. Now, the drivers involved in this one are Frank Taylor and Mike Riccia, and both cars pack the tires way out. It's a really cool pass. Let's take a look.
Now roll Cityliced into the beams. They're fully staged. There they go. Wow, pedal fast. Look at the wheels in the air for Riccia. Riccia goes down, hooks it up again on a 004 reaction time.
For this next one, we're going to be checking out the NMRA NMCA Super Bowl from 2019 at Route 66 Raceway. The drivers are Sullivan and Summers, and both of them are in for a wild ride. Let's take a look.
Get him to 60 feet. Summers going to try and come back around him. Summers is in. Here comes Sullivan. Oh, man, Summers go, baby, kicks out the cone.
Coming up next, we're at Muscle Car Mayhem 2020 at Bradenton Motorsports Park. Now, the drivers are Tom Bailey and Keith Haney. One's a nitrous car, one's a turbo car. Now, both cars get a little crooked, and it's a really close call around the 330 mark.
And Tom Bailey left before the trick. Keith Haney getting over there and takes out the block.
In this next one, we're at the PDRA Southern Extreme Nationals from 2017 at South Georgia Motorsports Park. The driver is James Litton in his blown Pro Mod Camaro, and the car gets crooked, and it gets into some trouble later in the run. Let's take a look.
North Carolina, 68 Chevrolet Camaro. Getting after it.
Whoa, look out for
hang
James
on.
Litton.
Boo.
I need everybody to hold tight on the starting line and move back. Everybody on the starting line.
In this next clip, we're back at Muscle Car Mayhem from 2020 at Bradenton Motorsports Park, and the driver that we want to pay attention to is Keith Haney. Both cars get crooked, but Haney has a serious problem just past half track.
Start line fans going to Andress. Top bed. Oh, Keith Haney into the wall. Big time problems for Haney's into the wall hard. As, oh my. Again, folks, stay where you're at. Please stay where you're at. So again, if I get any updates up here, I'll pass it along to you.
Now, this next section I call fast side-by-side races, and the first clip, we're at the PDRA World Finals from 2017 at Virginia Motorsports Park. The drivers are Chuck Olsch and Tommy Gray. Both cars are blown power plants, and this one is a really, really close race, and it came down to reaction time.
All right, so with that, look at the throwback shirts coming out. Very cool.
Chucky, 379.5, and look at Tommy Gray. He goes 379, and that was something else right there within a tenth of a second, both sides.
For this next one, we're at the Doorslammer Nationals from 2020 at Orlando Speed World. The drivers are Stevie Jackson and Michael Beal. Blower versus turbo. Both cars are side by side, and they both run 5.73, but something happens in the shutdown. For this next one, we're at Woo Stock 2020 at Darlington Dragway. The drivers are Chris Reaney and Jim Halsey. Both cars are in the Pro Nitrous category, and this is a great side-by-side race. Let's see who came out on top. Now we're going to be checking out the PDRA Fall Nationals from 2018 at Darlington Dragway. The drivers are Lizzie Musey and Danny Suaro in Pro Nitrous. Now this is a very fast side-by-side pass. Both cars dip into the 360s. Let's check it out.
Candles Lane looking pretty good. Top in charge. Lizzie Busy goes 367 at 207 miles an hour. Goes number one. Danny Sarr goes 368 at 203.
For this next clip, we're at the East Coast Nationals from 2017 at Galot Motorsports Park. The drivers are Lizzie Musey and Tommy Franklin in the Pro Nitrous class. And if you know anything about Pro Nitrous, and if you know anything about both of these drivers, you know it's a very competitive class, and both of them are usually in the top 10. Both drivers are obviously very competitive, and this race is no exception.
There they go. Lizzie makes a move down there in the top end. Look at that, 367 with a 5 identical ETs.
Now we're going to move on to the next section, which is fast and record-breaking passes. The first clip that we're going to check out is US Street Nationals 2019 at Bradenton Motorsports Park, and the driver is Kevin Rivenbark. Now, if you know anything about that car, you know it's a pro-charged power plant, and it's a very quick car. Let's check out the pass.
Solo, how aggressive did they go? It's a very aggressive 911 60-foot 361.3. 207.37 miles an hour for Rivenbark.
Moving on, we're checking out the PDRA World Finals from 2017 at Virginia Motorsports Park. Now the drivers in this one are Eric Dillard versus Todd Tutterow. One car is turbo, one car is blower, and Dillard gets a hole shot on Tutterow and really steps it up in this one.
Here comes Eric Dillard with big boost. They're off. Around Georgia, he got a hole shot. Eric Dillard, he goes to the win. Ties out of the gas, goes 426. Your winner, Eric Dillard, goes 364.
Wow.
A 5 with a 4, I'm sorry. Hey, there's another big number, 215.89, Gary.
Now we're back at the PDRA Southern Extreme Nationals from 2017 at South Georgia Motorsports Park. The driver is Jay Cox, and he comes out on top in this one with a huge number.
With a 9 down there in the top end. Whoa, the center line may cost it for him. Wow, look at the run. 367 with a 9. 200 miles per hour. Your thoughts?
In this next clip, we're back at the PDRA World Finals from 2017 at Virginia Motorsports Park. The drivers are Jose Gonzalez versus Jeremy Ray. One car is turbo, one car is blower, and both of them are extremely quick, and Jose ended up with the win and the PDRA record for the class.
Look at all the people on the starting line, man. There we go, Jose, can you see? Look at Caruso trying to give him a run for his money, but 3.67. How about 215.86 on the mile per hour? Man, the world record, the Shakers, the Bakers, the guys down there from PLR, showing them how to get it done. Look at those guys walking and driving with.
In this next one, we're at the NMRA NMCA All-Star Nationals at Atlanta Dragway from 2017. The drivers are Steve Summers versus Matt Davis, blower versus turbo. Now, ultimately, Summers came out on top in this one, and he even reset the NMCA Pro Mod record at the time. Let's check it out.
Story for them. Blower versus turbo. That's more like it on both sides. Watch Summers, 216. Wow, the fastest run in the history of VP Racing Fuels Pro Modified. 382 with the 1, puts him number 2 on the sheet. But look at the speed number.
For this one, we're at the US Street Nationals from 2017 at Bradenton Motorsports Park. The driver is Jose Gonzalez on a single pass. Now, this is a twin turbo power plant. We've already seen the car make a pass in a previous clip, and obviously, he's very fast. This is a quick ET, no exception, and a huge mile per hour. Let's take a look.
Wow, they got a bunch of it. 57, short time, 360 with an 8. At 221 miles an hour for Jose Gonzalez.
For this next one, we're at the PDRA Drag Wars from 2017 at Galot Motorsports Park. We're going to be checking out Terry Leggett in his blown Pro Mod, and he makes a really clean A to B pass and runs deep in the 350 zone.
905, 60 foot, goes 353 with a 2 at 218.12 miles miles an hour.
Now we're taking a look back at the PDRA Southern Extreme Nationals from 2017 at South Georgia Motorsports Park. Now the driver in this one is Jason Scruggs, and he has a blower engine combination Pro Mod. Now he runs the car into the 340s, which is insanely fast, and he jumps right to the #1 spot.
Yeah, on the lights. Scruggs figured it out. This run, look at that, 349, 221 miles per hour. How about?
In this next one, we're at the World Door Slammer Nationals from 2020 at Orlando Speed World, and the driver we want to pay attention to is Justin Bond. We're going to show 2 back-to-back passes, 1 of him setting the record, 2 him backing it up. Let's check it out.
He says, I'll make it even quicker. At 253 miles an hour, how about that one for Justin Bond? Back to back 562 runs.
And that does it for this episode of Rewind. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to check out Speed Video for all of our new content, and stay tuned for the next episode next week of Rewind.